Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Grow Your Business with the VA Summit. We have Marie Fratoni here with us. So happy for her to join me. And we're going to also speak again about how a VA has helped her business. And this is another example of how a VA will help your business, how a VA will help you grow, and what to expect and what to learn when you decide to hire a virtual assistant. So thank you once again, Marie, for joining me on my summit.
Thanks for asking.
So can you please tell everybody about yourself and about your business?
Well, my name is Marie Fratoni, and I'm the CEO of Get Clients Everywhere. And I'm a business coach and a sales strategist, and I help my clients really get more clients, make more money, and have more joy and freedom in their life. And I'm a professional speaker, and I work with women entrepreneurs all over the world.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So since we're going to discuss the subject of what a VA has done for you and hiring a VA, do you currently work with a virtual assistant yourself?
I sure do. I've been working with my virtual assistant this is going on our 4th year together.
Oh, wow. That's great.
We are attached at the hip.
She's your right hand.
She's got my back.
That's very great.
Yeah.
So where did you find her?
She was referred a person. I made a comment that I needed some assistance, and a colleague mentioned that she had been working with her. And so I had a conversation and tried to see if I gave it a go. I never had worked with a virtual assistant before. Wasn't sure how to work with a virtual assistant before. Virtual, I usually have somebody that's with me, but she's often an online business manager as well, and understands my industry, understands what I do, understands the process of what we have to do to roll out certain things to market and to get clients, and that I teach that. So she's actually taught me a lot in terms of leading me how to use her, like what her skills are, like, oh, you could use this, and why don't we do it this way? And it's been really very helpful.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So how did you know it was time? You have your business. How did you know, I just need help? What made you notice that you needed that help?
Well, first of all, if you were with me the last 20 minutes, you would have heard me dealing with one of my accounts where I'm not an admin person. I'm a front of the room person. I'm a speaker. I'm a salesperson. I like people. I don't like things. I don't like computers, and I don't like technology. And I'm best served if I'm in front of an audience making a difference for them. I'm not making any difference for anybody if I'm doing the things that are not my genius and that are not my brilliance. And they really are not my brilliance. So, and I'm, kind of old school in that I'm older. And so I didn't grow up with computers, and I didn't grow up with that. But as my business got bigger and the demand for me hitting the road, doing different tour stops, doing lots of speaking engagements and programs for organizations, that takes time to get out there, but there's also supportive materials that I need in order to do that. And so I actually need to just have somebody else, work with me to create those materials, or to put up the online events, or a Facebook event, or I run an event every month here in Atlanta. That's the minimum of what I do. It's usually one or more. And so I really need the assistance to be able to do it so that I can actually do my business. Plus, I just don't like doing all that other stuff. I'd rather give it to somebody else that loves doing it. It's their genius, right, and they're good at it, and they don't struggle with it or suffer or swear like I do.
That's so funny. So you're like, I'm going to stay in my zone of genius, and I'm going to hire somebody to help me.
I need a team of geniuses around me.
That's funny. So how many do you have? Do you just have that one?
I just have one. I do have a team of people that really support me in other ways, that some people come here to the house and to my office, and I've got somebody here today who's doing some filing for me as we speak. And, just sometimes I have somebody that can do some personal errands for me or personal things, because I lead a pretty big life, in that I serve a lot of people in a variety of different ways. And that takes up a lot of mental space, to be able to do that well. And so plus I like company. I like buddies. I'm not meant to be by myself. I'm a pretty good extrovert. And so, when people are here, I can, kibitz with them. Or if I'm working with my virtual assistant, we can get on the phone and I can look at different things. And And she's very personable, so I enjoy that. It's not that she's so remote that I can't find her or I can't work with her. She is like co-creates with me, which is really wonderful.
And that's great. So
Yeah.
did you have a hiring process when it was time to bring her aboard? Did you have an interviewing process to know that, you guys were perfect fit for each other?
No, because I had never really worked with a virtual assistant before. I know several of them from just the community and, being in business for a long time, but I'd never worked with one. And there's your kitty. That's hilarious. So we all have to have our team. It's so great. Yeah. So, but I really had a conversation with her, and, I told her I was a little afraid to do it. And, it was kind of, an investment in my business. And as I was growing, and I thought, I can't get any bigger. I can't do the kinds of things that I really want to do without the support of somebody really helping me to do it. So I took a leap. We tried it. We said we'd do it for a couple of months, and this is going into our 4th year.
That's amazing. That is.
It's awesome. I've learned a lot from her, and she's taught me how to do a lot of things that are very important for my business that I wasn't doing, or, setting up my e-commerce, and just making sure that my website is compliant with all of the rules and regulations now that are in place for privacy and payments and things like that. I mean, sometimes I wouldn't even know that I would need to do that, and so she would just bring that to my attention and just get it done. So
would her title be considered administrative assistant, or more like a project manager, or OBM? Because there's so many different...
I would say virtual assistant, OBM. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but she's online business manager. She handles everything for you.
She understands marketing, and she understands the process, and she's very experienced in it. And so I was glad to have somebody that had that viewpoint. It was very helpful to me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So how do you guys communicate with each other? Because I know there's phones, but then sometimes you have to see things. So what is your guys' main communication? Is it just emails? I know other people use Slack, or just all this other technology that's out there.
Well, she signed me up for Asana.
Oh.
Which is task management. But then I said, you need to teach me how to use Asana, because I don't know. I mean, I just have, I have lists. And I told you I was old school. But we talk on the phone, we text, and we email, pretty much. And twice a year we get together. Mm-hmm. Because I always make a point that I always want to give my team gifts. I like gifts, and I want to see their eyeballs and get together with them. And I just was important for me to just kind of first meet her and kind of get a sense of who she was and how I could work with her. And, she manages multiple clients, so I really get that I'm only one of many people that she serves. And I know some of the other people that she serves that I found out about it. So, but, most of the time, like if she's gonna, like, I give her my articles for my newsletter, but she makes the newsletter look really pretty and manages my list and sends it out to people. And I mean, she really is an integral part of my business. And what can happen is I will write the article and I'll send it to her just as in a Word doc or something. And then what she does is she'll go through it, she'll put it up, and then she'll text me and say, the email test is ready for your review. So if I'm out and about and I'm not at my computer, I can go in and I can get a message and respond to her pretty quickly like that. So we're kind of, we have a pretty good relationship. And I like her a lot as a person, as a human being. And that's important to me.
That's good, because I think it's good that you two have that great relationship, because she's helping you grow your business and you're growing her business at the exact same time.
Yeah.
That's great. So for the business owners that are out there on the fence thinking, should I hire a virtual assistant or shouldn't I hire a virtual assistant? What would you say?
Well, I think that, if the question is coming in your mind, should I hire one or should I, there's probably an inclination that it might be time for you to actually do that, or to get somebody on your team that can really work to help lighten the load so you can focus more on what it is that you want to create. Because I'm not a detail person. I need detailed people around me to make me look really good out there. I'm a big picture person, a big life. I can help people create the lives that they really want to. I'm very skilled at that. And I need to make sure that my life works. And so to have people around me that can help me do that is just a blessing, So I think if you're thinking of considering working with somebody and adding them onto your team. I think it's important that you have some conversations and that you have an idea of what you would want that person to do. And then I think what's also important is for the virtual assistants and the OBMs out there to go to the person's website, take a look at what they're doing, take a look at what they're not doing, what's missing, and then maybe offer that. And, you know, I think most people offer a complimentary consultation to see if it's kind of a fit, and then to try it for a while. You don't have to sign up for 30 years. But, you know, it's like you can kind of do it. And we were very clear that if it didn't work for me or whatever, I would do it. But now it is the first payment I make every month goes to her.
That's great.
I mean, I'm not skipping that one.
Because she's such a
So I make sure that I take care of her as well, and that I treat her well, and she takes care of me. So it's a good relationship. It took a little bit to figure out like how to use her and what to do, but you know, we kind of created certain things that were finite every month that she would be accountable for. And then I'm accountable to her to get it in by certain times and things like that. So it can help, you know, her manage with other people. And I think that it, you know, just like any other relationship, you have to communicate and be there, but she's got the right skill set for sure.
That's great. Because I know when you started, so did you have like a big laundry list of everything you wanted done, like all these tasks that you wanted done? How did you like tone it down to like, how did you give it to her? It's like, okay, how do we work this out? This is my laundry list, but I only do so much.
I knew the help that I really needed was I needed the online help to reach my audience. So from a newsletter, you know, handling some of my email messages. I mean, I can write my own emails, but if she was going to do something with my list or manage my list or help me grow my list, she's managed a telesummit for me before, and she's done, you know, different challenges that are there. So she's really helped me with my online presence. I'm really pretty good in my offline presence, you know, in person and, you know, on Zoom, on videos, on trainings and, you know, presentations. But it's all the support stuff that has me get to go do that stuff. That's the important stuff. So, you know, you need to have both.
Right. And I think it's important, like you said, you kind of already knew what you wanted. And that kind of helped you tailor it in.
I think most virtual assistants have either a package that they provide that includes certain things every month for a certain amount of hours for a certain fee. So it's almost like most of the people I talk to have been on retainer, you know, so they get a monthly fee for whatever. And then I think it's up to the particular clients like myself to utilize those dollars well and utilize those hours well. And, but I think it was more really my online, like, you know, I lead a big women's network here in Atlanta, and we're going into our 10th birthday party in January.
Congrats.
Yeah. And thank you. And it's great. And so it's an event every month, you know, so we have, you know, roughly 40 to 50 people every month. And there's certain things that have to happen and there's certain things that need to happen timely so people can get the registrations in, which we deal with our partners, the restaurant, for ordering food and staffing. And, you know, we now have it down to, there's a time that my newsletter goes out. There's a time that those mailings go out. If I'm running a seminar or workshop, we've got to have the ample time to put the online documents or the sales pages up or things like that that are going to help. And so she's been invaluable with me in terms of helping me get all of that out so that I can reach a bigger audience.
Which is great.
Which is great.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Wow. So thank you. So in conclusion, how would you say the hiring that VA has been the best thing for you, for your business? And then, you know, how your business grew. Did you know, one question is, did you know that your business grew once you hired that VA?
Oh, totally. My exposure got much bigger. My reach got much bigger because, you know, I only know who I know. And if I could do 3 speaking engagements in a month in different parts of the city or different parts of like state or whatever, and I've got somebody who's helping me to promote those events and reaching out to the audience and communicating whatever, the speed with which something like that happens it's incremental. So it is really is pretty great. So I did it for the intention so it would take things off my shoulders. And when I have things off my shoulders, I can breathe, and I can have my, you know, self really pay attention to the kinds of things that I really need to do. I'm interested in income generating activities not like time-sucking activities. Because for me, like, I struggle with it. I could probably put together something. Like, I don't really know how to make a flyer to make it look pretty. I could write the content for it, and I know
Right.
the layout and know how to do all that extremely well. But I don't know how to put it together and make it work, and, you know, use Canva and all these things that, you know, people have their little secret, you know, things that they get a chance to do. Because what I want to do is I really want to help. Like, I've had clients that are virtual assistants to help them grow their business. So I like working with women entrepreneurs to help them make money, because what I really believe is that women need to make an exorbitant amount of money so that they can actually be the leaders in their community with their families that they're intended to be. And I know that if I want to grow and continue to lead in that conversation, I can't be stuck at a desk with paper all around me or with whatever. So I have to have people around me to help me free myself of that so that I can launch myself more out there and bring the message that I want to do. So I've really put my focus on working with women entrepreneurs. I do have some men clients, you know, it's not that I'm anti-men, but women really need a leg up financially, and that we still don't have in corporate America, we still don't have equal pay for equal work. We still don't have that by law. Women are not able to really break into what I call the cement ceiling. It's bigger than a glass ceiling. There are very few women CEOs, except if they own their own business. And it's taken a lot to help women really grow their business because they're not used to selling. They're used to getting a regular paycheck. They might have left corporate America, and they're now in a different conversation. So they need someone who can really guide them and help them make money faster. And so by working with my virtual assistant, it's helped me take some of that load off my shoulders, which is very important because as the CEO of my business, I have to own all of it. Even all the paperwork and all the mess and everything else. All the bills that come in, I have to own all of it. I have to own all my clients. I have to own all my materials. And it's a lot up here. So by having somebody that's really skilled at what they know how to do that I can offload and they can partner with me to help me, it's just been invaluable. Really great. And I can go do the kinds of things that I love to do, which is hop on a plane and go speak at, you know, a conference or be a sponsor at an event or, you know, be on Zoom calls like we're doing here or running my own telesummit or whatever it might be. You know, I want to make a difference for people. And me sitting at my desk doing paperwork and writing stuff and figuring out how to get my shopping cart to work and, you know, all these things is like, it's not my area of expertise, I promise you.
That's too funny. So before we go, well, can you introduce everybody to your cat? Because we only see a tail wagging.
Oh, I know. Sometimes he puts his tail right up here. It looks like I have this little fur collar on. Yeah. So everybody, I want you to meet Lucky. This is Lucky. I think he's about 10 years old. And he loves to be on Zoom. He just loves to be, I have one of my assistants here with me. She's laughing. He loves to be on Zoom. And he just always has to, like, you know, either put his face or his butt in the screen, you know, so he can just kind of play. And so when I teach a class, a lot of times, and then everybody, just like your cat showed up, it's really funny. Like people will bring their pets or their dogs, or they'll hug their dogs and they'll introduce them and they just become part of the program. Because that's what we do when we work out of our house, right?
Yeah, the furball employees come by.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
That's great. So before we go, can you, for those who are in the Atlanta area, can you please tell everybody about your monthly meetings that you hold?
Yeah, it's really great. It's called the Women's Professional Development Network, and it is the community arm of Get Clients Everywhere, which is my business. And we meet once a month for a luncheon meeting. It's women entrepreneurs, and we have a great group of people. There's networking and connections that are made, and every month we have a speaker and an educational program that will support and lift the women entrepreneurs in the area. So we've been in operation for about 10 years. In January, we're having our 10th birthday party, and I've been leading women's networks for about 30 years. So I love doing that. It's a great expression, and it's a great place for people to connect and really grow inside of that organization. Yeah. And then
That's
I lead
great.
my regular, I lead my regular seminars and things like that as well. And so there's great membership opportunities. But if people are listening and maybe you've got team members or you've got family or you've got friends or your sorority sisters or whatever are in Atlanta, please let them know. They can find out more about that if they go to my website, which is getclientseverywhere.com. And there's a WPDN or Women's Professional Development Network tab on that website that has all of the dates of the events, and it's actually getting uploaded as we speak right now for 2019. So
That's great.
my
And that
virtual
leads,
assistant is doing that.
see, while she's talking to me, her VA is working for her.
That's it. Exactly.
See?
Yeah. Anything I can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything I can do for you?
You being on this summit has helped me a lot. We talked the first time we met, we talked on the phone, and then I learned, I think we were on the phone. It was supposed to be a quick 5-minute phone call, and I think it turned into a good 30-minute phone call. And so I just learned from you, from the business side of it, how to handle business. And then you were helping me on that call. And then this is my first summit, so you being a part of the summit has helped me a lot.
Awesome. Yeah,
I'm
it's really
learning
great.
from the call, I'm learning from you from this. So you saying yes to it has helped me. Because I
Fantastic.
did the summit out of, I want to know what it's like to do the full process of it. And
Yeah.
so I'm meeting some amazing people just by doing it. So you just
Well,
agree.
it's really smart of you to do this, and your listeners want to pay attention to that, because what you've done is you've amassed like different experts in different areas that are all using the services of a virtual team to really help them grow and maintain and support their businesses and their clients. And that's very important. If we can't serve people, it doesn't make sense. And if we have a complicated business model that doesn't allow us to serve, that gets complicated, and it's not good. Everybody wants to win. So I thank you. And I know we are going to be giving people a free gift for that. There's a couple of things that I have in mind. I might talk with you a little bit about that. But I think one of the things that if they want to, they'll be able to get one of the downloads that I've created that a lot of people have really liked, and it's called Awesome Asks to Engage Your Prospects. So a lot of people don't understand the selling process and all the different ways in which they can ask their prospects to do certain things that lead them along the process, where ultimately they will see what it is that you've got to offer, and they just, in fact, may hire you. And none of us can do anything without our new clients. So since I'm Get Clients Everywhere, I like to help people get clients everywhere, wherever they want to work.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's an amazing gift, because we all need clients.
Clients make the world go around.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much, Marie. You being here has helped me, and that's my gift.
Fantastic. Well, reach out anytime.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stay connected. Look forward to seeing the summit.
Yeah, I keep doing little posts. I'll post something today on Facebook. You'll see it.
Fantastic.
So I want to thank you so much for being there. I hope everybody enjoyed Marie's information, how a virtual assistant has helped her. And in 4 years that she's been with her virtual assistant, and they're glued together. So, which is amazing. So this is to help and show you that hiring the right virtual assistant, having the right virtual assistant for your team who understands you in that good communication, you guys can work together, because as you see from Marie, it's helped her business grow. She's been able to reach out to more people. So thank you, everybody, and thank you, Marie, for joining me.
Okay, bye, everybody. Thanks for listening. Bye, Akira.